How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, guys, we're going to take a look at a few rumors and small details that even I kind of overlooked or didn't speak about too much in my big video where I went through all the details in the most recent Legends EA trailer. But let's go through the first thing, which is this post right here, basically just saying the following, which is Pokemon Legends EA leak, Water Rock, and then a Japanese name here, as you can see right there. And then it says the following, which is also unrevealed. Mega Behemoth. It's a ghost buster, psychic dark, and has a pyramid head. Now, this picture here is obviously not for Pokemon Legends EA. It's got to be some other game. I'm guessing maybe it's just used an example image or whatever. But either way, they say basically it has is a psychic dark and has a pyramid head. Mega Dusknoir has an Aegis Scythe based on the Catacombs. Its Mega Stone comes with an ability that makes all Pokemon on the field Ghost type, and it immune to Ghost. That sounds ridiculous and super unlikely. Other Mega Stone will also give their respective Pokemon abilities when Mega Evolved. As a workaround for having no abilities in this game, it's an interesting solution. Then, Mega Klefki. It's a train conductor whistle. Okay, but that actually could be kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Then, Mega Kecleon absorbs light with prism-like horns and then turns that light into a laser tongue. Its shiny is colored like the French flag. I don't know what its non-shiny form looks like. Sorry for not giving too much to share. Wasn't able to get much from the event. Again, what event? What does this even refer to? I don't really know. Like, it's a bit insane. Also, some dude here's at the bottom is saying for me and HTV to game end ourselves, but I won't, bitch. I won't. Either way. So that's just the first rumor. There's not really much else I can say about it. It's just whatever. But let's move on to the next thing, which is going to be some of the things, the small details that we kind of missed across the board throughout, like, just the entire new trailer that came out and all that. So let's just take a look at it and see what it has to say. So starting things off, did you notice that the shot of Mega Gardevoir and Mega Glade, by the way, is from PLDH, so definitely check them out in case you want to see more posts. But they say, did you notice that the shot of Mega Gardevoir and Mega Glade in Pokemon Legends EA's final trailer has an advertisement of a dancing Glade and Gardevoir behind Glade? Let's see here. Yes, and there is a Gardevoir in the back there on the advertisement, yes. Also, by the way, Sableye up here is actually in the sewer section. So again, that's another image that proves that we're going to have like the underground section of Lumiose City, which is the one thing that I was like, hey, they better do this. Because keep in mind, it is based on Paris. Paris is well known for having the Catacombs, which is a giant network of tunnels filled with all manner of just disturbing things that go underneath the ground all around Paris. Like, it's a well-known thing. It's a well-known fact. But it's also a place that is so vast that it's so easy to get lost and just lose yourself, and that's how most people end up, like, I guess game ended, while down there. So it's just like one of those things where, to put it bluntly, it's just cool to see that it's in here because it's something that we expected to be the case, and it is the case. It's going to be in the game, which is very good. He says, oh, and a Mega Mawile and Mega Sableye appear to be in the sewers. Note the green hue. And yes, they do seem to be in the underground, though he's in the green area, whereas Mawile is in kind of like a more rustic looking place, maybe an underground place, like maybe a facility of some sort, not like a super hyper, realistic, like futuristic one, but a facility of sorts no matter what, though. That's what it looks like. However, we move on to the next thing, which is going to be this right here. Actually, wait, before we do that, let's see if there's anything important we missed. But yeah, it doesn't seem like there was anything important down there. So move on to the next thing, which is actually from Munching Orange of all people, who says, these logos appear in the latest... so I actually did mention these logos, but I didn't go into them or talk about them further. But he says, these logos appear in the latest Legends EA trailer, following a scene showing the Rust Syndicate. Seems that these may be two other factions in Lumiose. What could they represent? So we have like a black and white kind of logo on the left. And then I guess this could be a poison-ish looking logo. I mean, maybe not, because we know that the Rust Syndicate kind of has, like, I guess kind of a poison vibe around them and all that. So what this exactly is supposed to represent, we don't really know. What these two organizations are, we don't know. But here is my guess. Here's my tinfoil hat guess that I'm gonna make, and I'm gonna even like literally right here. Maybe similar to the clans from Legends ZA. So what I'm talking about when I say clans, I'm talking about like the two different groups, right? Like Legends Arceus, not not Legends EA actually in this case. I'm talking about the Diamond clan, right? So you guys remember like we had the Diamond clan and the Pearl clan. So you guys may remember that, right? Like, I'll show them here on screen as well to make my point a little bit more clear. But you guys may remember the Diamond and Pearl clans that were in that game. Of course, the Diamond clan were, you know, on this side they had characters and whatnot, but both clans had a reference in their houses. They both had a reference to, you know, Team Aqua and Team Magma, like as like apparently some of their founders having been basically the ancestors of Archie and Maxie and all that. So basically, I would assume that would be the case here. So that's what I think these may be like related to, like maybe. Then again, there's no guarantees of that being the case, but that's at least where my theory is, because that's the first thing I think of is maybe that it would be some kind of clans similar to those. But who knows? That's at least my tinfoil hat theory. Maybe it's something unrelated completely and it has nothing to do with the clans or nothing to do with anything similar to that. So I guess we'll see, right? We'll have to wait and see what actually comes from it. But that's at least my tinfoil hat theory about this subject in particular. For now, it is what it is. But, you know, it is what it is. What can I say? We move on to the next thing, though, which is going to be this right here. Now, I did mention, again, this during my details video, but I didn't go in depth on it. But one interesting thing, like PLDH says here, and Amina Shinu, is that we actually get to see that the same location in the game can actually change, right? You can see that it's the same building, but it is slightly just, you know, the area here has slightly changed, right? Like, there's an actually, like, different zone now. As you can see, there's, like, Pokemon just kind of going around, busting up the ground and things like that. Whereas here, it's kind of a combination of many things, right? Like, you have people and Pokemon, but more so people, I would say, kind of living their lives. So the question is, which one is the before and which is the after? Is this the before and then this is the after where it's now been changed, or was this the before and this is the after? I don't really know, because you'd hope at least that it would try to look like this, where it's like, you know, beautiful, nice, luscious, and not just essentially like a fucking construction site at this point, right? That's kind of what it looks like. From the outside looking in, at least. Like, that's the vibe it gives off, like, hey, oh boys, we got a construction site right out here, so we're good, right? It gives off very much that vibe. But you can actually see right here, as PLH says, you know, one interesting thing in the moment seemingly shows the same location under totally different conditions, or at least I think it's the same location. In the second shot, the plaza is flooded with sand for a wild zone, and a construction gate is in the front of the tower. So I'm guessing maybe we're seeing only the two states it's in, but it will change like afterwards. Like, maybe it starts off like this. Then this is it during construction, where it turns into a wild zone, wild area, whatever you want to call it. And then we get a final image, which is, or I guess not in this case, we don't have it here, but we do get maybe a final image that essentially shows us the final version of what this area looks like when it's been reconstructed to fit both humans and Pokemon, right? That could be the case. We also saw right here that, of course, the restaurants from Pokemon X and Y will return. As you can see right here in the image, they are going to be back. You got people just chilling and eating in the background, and we can battle inside of them, so that's great. The player is shown battling inside a restaurant that resembles Sushi High Roller with the Nigiri logo, and a two-star restaurant can be seen behind Fennekin in another shot. As we can see right there is a two-star restaurant. So yeah, seems like that feature is also coming back, but that's not all. As we already talked about, the underground is back in the game as well, which I did mention in that video quite a lot, because I do think that that's going to be a massive part of these games. Like the underground will have to have some level of story going on down there. There's going to be probably exploration down there. I really hope so, and I hope that they expand it and like have like an entire secret little zone down there that we can just find and explore and all that. Like, I'm just excited about the possibilities, okay? I'm just very excited about the possibility. But that's not the last thing. The last thing, though, is going to be this post by Lumi, who basically said that, yo, could Lantern be one of the new Pokemon getting a Mega in Mega Dimensions? And that's because we can see a researcher here who basically has like a Lantern being researched on his like computer monitors and all that. I don't know if that necessarily is the case. This can just be random gibberish on the background, so who knows, but it's funny to bring up nonetheless. So yeah, I think that pretty much summarizes my thought process on these things for now. Of course, there's going to be more stuff in regards to that we can talk about like later down the line, but I do think this is one of those things where I'm like, I feel like it might be related to some kind of clans, especially because it's like a banner. It's like a straight out banner. It's not just like a logo, or like if you look at like the Rust Syndicate, like let's find some like if you find some like actual pictures of them right here real quick. So like the Rust Syndicate, if you see pictures of them, it looks like very futuristic, right? Like they do have these banners too, but it has a more of a futuristic vibe all around it. But again, these clans will be set in the current time, but it gives me off the feeling like it's going to be an organization like that, like a clan that's related to something. Again, looking at them like face value, I could not tell you what these are meant to look like or be. I don't really know. but at least that's where I'm going. If you look at like the replies down here, people are guessing could be a gang, could be like, you know, the second one here looks like Alolan Mux colors, so it could be that. Justice Dojo and Kanari the Quiz Wiz. It's the Justice Dojo and the Kanari. Well, I mean, it could be. If we look them up here, let's see. Justice Dojo, Pokemon. I don't know if that's a real thing. Fighting Dojo. Nope. I guess that's just an unrelated thing. Maybe it's just a joke. Again, I don't know these things, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But again, I'm having a feeling it's going to be maybe the clans. That's at least where I'm going at. That's where I'm going to be probably putting my, like, you know, my eggs in that bucket. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Like I said, we're back to daily uploads because you guys seem to enjoy it. So that's that. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.